Hi, my name is Fazil Rahman and we will discuss what is the date difference function in the SQL, how can we use it. So for example, this is the column. So if I want to know that what is the difference between the initial date and the end date, so how many days difference, or if I give the just current date, today date, and will apply this function, and this will tell me what is the difference all the dates between them. So basically the date difference is used to differentiate the two dates, to identify the gap between the two dates, because you cannot do the minus from initial date, from final to the initial date. So for this you have to run the date differentiate function to identify how many days gap between the final date and the initial date. So how can we do it in the SQL? So you have to come on the Google BigQuery and click on the SQL query. So you have to select and order date is our column. So put the comma and now I apply the date diff. So I know I put the just current date. What is the current date? 2026, and put the month 07 and the 23 date. No, I would, because I want to check the gap between all these dates which are present in this column. So therefore I just put the column name here, order date. So if you want to differentiate from specific date, initial phase, then you can put the initial date here. So you have to put the comma here, and then because what we want to differentiate, we want to days, how many days are compared, then you have to write the day. So change the column name as uh, gap, date gap, we can write it date gap. Okay, so now now we are going to tell them where our what is our data set name and what is our table name. So our data set name is marketing series, and you have to, so series, you have to put the full stop and write your table name July marketing data. So where you can find your data set name and table name, then when you click there, so you would find your this is the data set name, and this will be the your table name. The table would be present under the data set. So now our query is ready to run, but I think there is a mistake. Marketing series July marketing data. I think this is the correct. So basically we forget to write the from clause. So because we have to use where our data is putting. So now our query is ready to run. So when I run the query, you will see the result. So you can see that this is showing the gap from 8 to 20, because I just put the current date 23 July. Then you came from 8 to 23, 15-day gap, from 2 to 23, 21-day gap. So all these gaps are present. So through this method you can find the gap between the days. And for example, if I put the some any one day, like that, if I put the specific date like 2026 07, so like 01, if I put first date, then you can find that the gap will be show you in the result. No, just it would be one row. You can see there's a 20-day gap is present, because we just put the specific date from this to this. How many how many days are the gap is present, So this is the 22 days or gaps is present. So through this method you can find the gap between the days. So thank you so much.